Folks, if you've never purchased a home before and you hear me talking about the Florida Hometown Heroes, the down payment assistance and closing costs assistance that there is for you in Florida, take a look at the video I have coming up here. It's only a couple of minutes long. You're going to love the content. You're going to know exactly what that means for you on a monthly basis. Almost loud because this is like the third time I've done this video here and I kept forgetting to record. So this is an example I have set up here because I know I keep pushing out a lot of content with regard to the Florida Hometown Heroes Program, Live Local Act. And basically what that means is that you can get up to 5% of the loan amount when you purchase a home, or up to $35,000. But what does that mean when you buy a home? Most of the time, if you haven't purchased a home, you really don't know what that means on a monthly basis for you. Like, what does this mean? So just to give you an example, this is a $300,000 purchase price, appraisal value, et cetera, right? So the typical down payment that you would need for this would be 3.5%, which is actually the FHA minimum required down payment. So 3.5% down payment is $10,500, right? So out of that, this would be the actual loan amount. So the grant or the program, the down payment assistance program, is based off of this amount. So they'll give you 5% of this to help you for closing costs and for down payment and closing costs. Okay. So what does that mean? That means 289,500. We're going to get 5% on that. And that would make it $14,475 that you're going to get. Okay. So 10,500 of that is going to go to the down payment. So that 14,475 minus 10,500 equals, you're going to have $3,975 left over to help you towards those closing costs. Okay. And we can go over individual scenarios. Give me a call and we'll discuss what closing costs actually are individually and how we can sort of offset some of those and bring those down. But little tricks like closing at the end of the month and all those kinds of things. But anyways, we can go over your details specifically, your questions specifically, if you give me a call. So this is based off a 6.75% interest rate, which is what the actual rate was today in the Florida Hometown Heroes. Your monthly payment would be $2,480 given this scenario. We did the FHA, Florida Hometown Heroes program. There's some other programs, but this particular case is this. This would be your monthly principal and interest payment. The hazard insurance, this is an estimate or guesstimate, better yet said, because we don't know the house. So we don't know what it's going to cost to insure it. And we also don't know property taxes. These are, in most cases that I've been dealing with, fairly high estimates. Most of the time it comes down a little bit. Okay. But in a property like this, $300,000, you're typically going to pay about $2,480 a month for your mortgage payment. So if you're interested and you want to discuss some other pricings, you want to know what that actually what something that you maybe have an eye on and want to know what that would look like with regard to pricing on a monthly basis and how much actual cash you're going to have to put out of pocket, you'd be surprised. Normally it's about the same or most of the time less than what you would pay to moving into a new apartment with security deposits and all that. In this case, when you move out of an apartment, sometimes you get your security deposit back. But if you're looking, stay 3, 4, 5 years, when you move out of that property, you may be able to get a check for some equity back. So give me a call or shoot me a text. 407-907-3333, telling me that you are interested in the Florida Hometown Heroes and you want to know how much you qualify for.